Welcome to GuitarLessonsFastFunEasy.com. How you doing today? Today we're going to talk about a scale, how to play a major scale, and I'm going to do the A. So let's get a close-up. Get started. Okay, so this is the A major scale, and it's a 2-octave major scale. So remember the major scale in school, it's the one that went do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So it's 2 octaves, so in other words it's singing do, re, mi twice. We'll be playing the do, re, mi twice. And this is where leads and melodies come from, solos if we're in the key of A. And it's using the 1 fret per finger rule. As you can see, each finger is on its own fret, and we want to follow that the whole way through playing this. The right hand needs to anchor down. Hold the pick correctly. Just a little bit of the tip of the pick is sticking out. Anchor it down here. Anchoring gives you stability, and that's going to help to give you accuracy when you're playing this. We're going to start on the 6th string, 5th fret, with the 2nd finger with a downstroke. And then freeze right here after you pick that. So you're right there at that spot, ready for the next note to pick it, which is here on the 6th string, 7th fret. We'll lift this one off and put this one down. And it's an upstroke. That's where we froze right here. So we're right there, ready to play it with an upstroke. We then cross over from the 6th string, 7th fret to the 5th string, 4th fret. And our pick comes right over and does a downstroke with that one. And freeze again in between these 2 strings. Next note is the 5th string, 5th fret. Since we're down here below it, logic dictates to do an upstroke on it. Next note is also in the same string, the 5th string, 7th fret. This one goes down on and this one comes off. We're up above it, right there, right here at it, ready to play it. So logic says it's going to be a downstroke. Now, I'm going to play those 4 notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Downstroke, up, down, down. And a good way to learn this might be just practicing those over and over. Etc. until you have it memorized. Alright, now we move to the next part. So we're breaking the scale into pieces, in other words. We're going to cross over from the 5th string, 7th fret here, crossing over to the 4th string, 4th fret right here. It's a downstroke. Stay on that 4th string, and we go up to 4th string, 6th fret with the 3rd finger. It's an upstroke because we just played it down. Up 1 more fret, 4th string, 7th fret with a downstroke. Now we cross over from the 4th string, 7th fret to the 3rd string, 4th fret. Our pick's right there, ready to play it with a downstroke. Stay on that string and move up 2 frets. 3rd string, 6th fret with an upstroke. And then the 3rd string, 7th fret with a down. Now I'm going to put those all together. It starts here, 4th string, 4th fret. So it's down, up, down, down, up, down. One more time. Down, up, down, down, up, down. Now that's the middle strings. So you might want to practice those over and over. Until you have it memorized. It's easy. It's the same thing. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So it's easy. When you have that memorized, go back to what the very beginning and put all of that together now. We're here on the 3rd string, 7th fret. We're going to cross over to the 2nd string, 5th fret with the 2nd finger. Lift that one off, this one goes on. It's a downstroke. And it's the 2nd string, 7th fret. This one goes down, that comes off. Upstroke. Cross over to the 1st string, 4th fret. Downstroke. And finish on the 1st string, 5th fret with an upstroke. So those last 4 notes are here. Down, up, down, up. Do it over and over. You have it memorized. Then put it all together. Down, up, down, up, down, down, down. Oh, excuse me. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. It's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It's a little high to sing that. Now that's going up the scale. And the rule is here, with this right hand technique, that when you're moving from this string 6 to 5, and you got to go down to it, so you do a downstroke. When you go from 5 to 4, you got to move down to it, so you're also going to do a downstroke, etc., 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 because you're going that direction. So when you move down that string, you're doing it with a downstroke. You're flowing like water. That's what you want it to be, smooth, so it flows. It's called logical picking. It only makes sense. You're going down to it, so you want to do it with a downstroke. Because the golden rule for all right-hand technique is minimum movement for maximum effect. Minimum movement for maximum effect. You don't want to work this hand much. You don't want to do much with it. Make everything count. So again, it's called logical picking. Some people call it practical picking or economical picking. Makes sense. It's more efficient. So we're after that efficiency. Alright, so we ended on the 1st string 5th fret with an upstroke. So now we're going to go backwards. So since we ended with an upstroke, we're anchored. We're going to alternate here. We begin with a downstroke. So we finish on that note with an up. And then we're going to play that note again because we're going to pick it again with a downstroke. We then move from the 1st string 5th fret to the 1st string 4th fret. That one goes down, that one comes off. It's an upstroke. We cross over to the 2nd string 7th fret with an upstroke. We're going up, we're following that rule now applies backwards. That if we're going from this one over to this one, we're going up this way. When we cross over to that other string, we're going to play with an upstroke for the practical picking, the logical, economical, more efficient picking. So we're going to the 2nd string 7th fret with an upstroke. And then go to the 2nd string 5th fret. This one goes down, that comes off with a downstroke. Now I'm going to play those 4. Down, up, up, down, down, up, down. Do it over and over so you have it memorized. And set it aside, and let's go to the next section. Remember, we're breaking the scale into pieces. We're fragmenting it. And now move over to the 3rd string 7th fret. Our last pick stroke was a downstroke. So we're down underneath here between these 2 strings. Here we don't have a choice. We must come up over past that 2nd string to get to the 3rd string to do it with an upstroke. Then it's the 3rd string 6th fret with a downstroke. Again, we're freezing every time after we pick. We're freezing so we don't lose our spot. And I'm freezing between the strings. I'm not picking it down and freezing out here. I have too much movement here. Remember the golden rule, minimum movement, maximum effect. So I'm picking and staying put down here. And then we go to the 3rd string 4th fret with an upstroke. Freeze. Look, I'm right there on that 4th string ready to play because I'm going to cross over to the 4th string, 7th fret, right here with an upstroke. 4th string 6th fret next, downstroke. 4th string 4th fret, upstroke. See, it's going to be frozen right there to do the next one, what I'm coming to. But I'm going to play those 6 notes. Up, down, up, up, down, up. Up, down, up, up, down, up. Do that over and over so you have it memorized, and put it out all together, starting here, going backwards. Over and over till you have it memorized. Now set that aside. We'll go to the next and last section. Crossing over from the 4th string 4th fret to the 5th string 7th fret with an anchored, and with, remember, it's with an upstroke. And we go to the 5th string 5th fret downstroke, and 5th string 4th fret upstroke. Cross over to the 6th string 7th fret up. See, I'm right here ready to play an upstroke, and finish the 5th string 6th string 5th fret with a downstroke. That last part here is right here. Up, down, up, up, down. Up, down, up, down. Now, do that till you have it memorized. Just like before. And then we're going to put the whole backwards together. And do that over and over. Backwards is harder than going up the scale. That's going down the scale. And going down the scale like that is harder than going up the scale. So sometimes it's good to practice it backwards like that, or down the scale multiple times or more than the other direction. Then put it all together. And do that multiple times so you have it all memorized, etc. Running it like that, watching your left hand technique and your right hand technique. Now we'll zoom out. Alright, so at first your fingers may kind of trip over each other or be a little awkward. That's normal. Take your time with this. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Really working them. Slow and easy. It's always better to play slow and clean than fast and sloppy. Or we could say it's always better to play slow and correct than fast and wrong. Speed for everything musically comes later. Scales, songs, chords, whatever. Speed comes later. So first get it right, that it sounds pretty and is played correct. You'll be fine then. And another thing, sometimes you got to stretch your fingers to get this. You're trying to play with your fingertips just behind the fret. See, I have to stretch up to get that one. I want to be just behind that fret. I don't want to be back here. I'm too far back behind that fret right there. That's wrong. I might get buzz or a bad sounding note there. I got to stretch. Same here. We stretch. Always be behind, just behind. I got to stretch. Get just behind. I want to be back there. Stretch. You got to be just behind your frets. So you don't have to squeeze as hard. You got a clean, clear, nice sounding note instead of a fret buzz or rattle, a bad quality sounding note. And again, right behind your frets, not on top of the fret either. I don't want to be way back here, that's wrong. And I'll get buzz or rattle, and I don't want to be right on top of it either. Then I'm going to get kind of a muted, muffled sound, dull sound. We don't want that either. Just directly behind is what you're trying to do. This here, we did a lesson on Neil Young, Helpless, some time ago, the song. And this scale works perfectly for that because Helpless was in the key of A, and this is the A major scale. So this works perfectly with that song. So playing scales is my second favorite part about the guitar. Writing my own songs is the first. It's very expressive, writing your own music. But playing scales is also, you can really express yourself with these scales. So they're a lot of fun, very expressive. I hope that you enjoy them as much as me. Thank you so much. Please come back again. Bye.